How y'all doing? Today is inauguration day. And you know what? It really don't matter who the president is because Jesus Christ is still King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's why I could love you during the Reagan administration, the Carter administration, the Clinton administration, the Bush administration, the Obama administration, or the Trump administration, and now the Biden administration. I could still love you unconditionally. We are still friends. That don't change because Jesus Christ is still Lord over my life. Now, I've been promising y'all for a little while that I'm going to do a 3 to 5 minute segment on friends. I'm challenging you. Get some friends. Focus on friendship. These friends are the thing that's going to carry you through life. I mean, these tried and true, through and through, ride or die. These friends. I got some friends I've known all my life. You're going to meet them. I got some friends I've known, for 2 or 3 years, and they're just as tight of a bond. Because I'm the kind of person, when I become a friend, I go all in. I think that's the only way to be a friend. I mean, you know all about me. I'll tell you a story about my friend Patrick. I'll tell you that when I get to Patrick's segment. But when I go on friendship, I go all in. You know all about me. You know my shoe size almost. So I want to focus on friendship. And today, I'm going to talk about my friend, Gary J. Wilkins. This year marks 40 years that I've known Gary. 40 years that we've been friends. So let's get a foundation. Alexa, define friend.
As a noun, friend is usually defined as a person attached to another by feelings of affection or personal regard. As a verb, friend is usually defined as to befriend. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for friend.
And so there we have a good foundation. There's an attachment.
Are you looking for foundation?
No, Alexa, I am not looking for foundation. Thank you.
I don't understand. Sorry, I can't tell what you want to order.
Stop.
Please try again.
Alexa, stop. You understand that? We all have our problems with Alexa. I first met Gary at Bethune-Cookman College. Today it's called Bethune-Cookman University, but back then it was called Bethune-Cookman College. I'm 17 years old. My mom and dad had just dropped me off at college, all the nerves and stuff. I'm the first one in my room in the dormitory. We have 4-man rooms. The room is divided into two in the front, 2 in the back. So I get to pick of the litter. I picked the front bunk on the bottom. I was the first one there. And then next was Brian Garvin. Brian was the next one there. And then these 2 brothers just walk in the room, just like they own it. Didn't say hi, didn't speak, didn't say nothing, went straight to the back. These 2 brothers. I assumed that they were the other 2 roommates, not knowing that one of them was an upperclassman and he's focused on what he's doing, and they just gonna go drop their stuff off and then go take care of their business. One of those guys was a guy by the name of Gary. From that point on, Gary and I began a friendship, a bond that over the next 4 years of college, if you saw Gary, you saw me. If you saw me, you saw Gary. That if the other one wasn't there, people are wondering what's wrong. I remember one time Gary was going out on a date. This is a couple of years down the line. And Gary's going out on a date with his now wife, Ava. And Gary's got this nice Toyota Corolla, tinted windows, and I'm in the back seat. And he pulls up and picks up his date, Ava. She gets in the car and they do their little "how you doing, baby," and the little smooching and stuff like that. And Gary said, Marvin in the back. She went ballistic. She's like, "What is he doing here? Can you go nowhere without him? Why does he always have to come with you? I'm sick and tired of him." I was like, "Hi, Ava." But that's just the bond that we built and we've established. Gary would take me over to his house in a place called New Smyrna Beach. And they had a street named after him. I never asked questions, but I was like, "Wow, you guys got a street named after y'all. Wilkins Street. And your name Wilkins. Wow." And I love his aunt. We'd go down there on the weekends, and she would cook and cook and cook. And she'd always say the most nicest things. You want some more? Shoot, yeah, I want some. And his aunt lived 2 houses down from my future wife. And for 2 years, I did not know it. Did not know it. Did not notice them. Did not even know how to look down that way, because I'm going over Gary's aunt's house, over Gary's house, and I'm going to get me something to eat. This friendship began in 1981. Now it's 2021. And today, I think the friendship is stronger than ever. Bring Gary down to my house in Pompano. I'm going to tell you the story real quick. From a place called Pompano Beach, Florida. I told you Gary got this nice Toyota Corolla, two-tone. And I said, hey, Gary, come let's go down to Pompano. And he had never been to Pompano before. If you've never been to Pompano, okay, it's a little different. It's a little different. And I said, Gary, we're going to leave your car here. And we're going to take our car. It's a little old raggedy 69 Plymouth Fury 3. We're going to leave you. Why I got to leave my car here? I say, because where we going, if you take your car might get left there. We're gonna and so he had finally agreed, and we left Gary's car in our driveway. And I say, now, help me push this car out the driveway. My other friends are there too, Rodney and Tony Clark, and I say, help me push the car out the driveway. He said, why we got to push the car out the driveway? I said, because we want to take the car. That's why. Why don't you just go ask your dad? I say, hold on, Gary, stop. First of all, to ask the dad opens up to 2 questions. One would be, where you going? And we don't want to have to answer those questions. Where we going? We going down to Fort Lauderdale. We going off Sistrunk. We going down there. Need I say more? And 2, not only will he ask where we going, but he would ask, what are we going down there for? What are we doing down there? Y'all better not go down there, and we could end up not going anywhere. So help us push the car. So what we do, we push the car out the driveway, and we push it down the road, and then get way down the road. Then we'll start the car. Because, you can hear a car start up, and you know your car when it pull up. From that day on, I realized something about Gary. Gary's a straight shooter. I mean, he's a straight shooter. And to this day, Gary is a straight shooter. He's a honorable, noble. There is no deceit, ill will, ill intent. He's a straight shooter. And that's one thing I appreciate about Gary, my friend Gary. His yes mean yes, and his no mean no. And to this day, we're older now, children, down further in life. Gary went off to be into the Orlando Police Department. I went off to be in the military. And to this day, our friendship is stronger than ever. Yeah, I talked to Gary quite a bit on the phone, text him. Our church was praying for him when he went through his cancer. Always praying for his wife and his family. And he's a vital asset in my life. What the Bible would say, an arrow in my quiver, because I need as many friends as I can get. I want to challenge you. Get you some friends. I'll tell you about my next friend in about a week. I think you'll like this story, and I think it'd be challenging to you to make friends. Yeah, it might cost you a nickel. You got to buy friends? Not really. Because me and Gary was just as broke can be. But we was just there in each other's company. And sometimes that was good for us. If I had $2, Gary had $2. I ain't never had $2. Gary was the only one who had the $2. But if I had $2, Gary had $2. If Gary had $2, Gary had $2. Listen, we're focusing on friendship. Make you some friends. God bless you. Thank you for watching.